Good morning. I finally did it. I'm finally making you guys a craft room tour video. This is probably as good as my craft room is gonna get as far as organized and ready for the public eye. It's not fancy schmancy. Pretty much everything in here, as far as shelves and tables, my husband and I built. A lot of things I get on Amazon, so I'm going to put the links to those things in the description box below for you guys. So let's see. I'm backed in the corner. My room isn't very big. It's about 10 by 12. There's a closet over there, and that's the only place you don't get a look is in the closet. Because that's where I've stuffed all the stuff that I don't have a place for, or I wasn't really ready to put away. So let's start. And I'm not a great videographer, so you guys have to bear with me. So there's the door, and I'm going to stay back here, and then I'll move over close. So that's my great wall of paper. From the ceiling to the floor over there, I have paper. Up on the shelves, like up on the top shelf, you can see I've got all my different piano rolls. And then I have big paper, like 11 by 17 marbled paper and ledger paper. And then in all the paper racks is all my different, paper and cardstock and tea-stained papers and all of that. And then this is also my cutting station. So I've got my mat there for cutting paper or fabric. And then my favorite paper trimmer in the whole wide world. These are the Watchmaker cabinets that I always tell you guys about. They're a real dark purple. Let's see if I can. There's a drawer that had all the little vials in it. So I need to fill this back up, but I keep some things in here. Bits of ephemera and labels and that kind of stuff. And then down here, I have this rack, again, full of all the different kinds of paper, pile of ledger pages. These are my cubes that I keep my scrapbook paper, all 12 by 12s in. Here is the rolly cart that I was telling you guys about. Let me back up. So see, I've got my Cricut and my Cuttlebug there. And then there's 6 drawers in it. And that's where I keep all my supplies that go with them. And then, let's see if I can do this without making you guys sick. The end of the table pops up. So, if you want an extension. So that works good when I'm using the Cricut with one of the long mats. Then the mat has a place to stay. And it doesn't, flop off the table. So this I just, I can roll it around the room. I can move it over by my desk when I'm working on a project or whatever. So there's that. This is the great wall of ribbon, lace, trim, all of my goodies. And then down underneath, I have these black wooden cubes that I had picked up at a thrift, so I just turn them on their side and use them for storage, and there's some baskets under there. So up top, I've got some kind of decorations, and then these baskets I picked up at Hobby Lobby last year. They were on clearance for 99 cents. And then I've got some old books, and there's all kinds of laces and trims. My little Tim Holtz bins and some spindles. And then I also got these cool little metal suitcases. Again, Hobby Lobby. And I've just got all my bits in there. And then here's all my bowls and my pottery and coconut bowls and stuff that I got in Belize I was showing you guys. So this one is filled up with some Bakelite buttons. This is all the tatting I own in the world is in that little guy. And this one's got vintage jewelry and more buttons. And sorry for the shadows. And then this pretty basket I got in Belize when we were there in 2017. So I filled that with lace. And that one's full of lace. And this bin has little compartments, but it's just stuffed full. And then down here, I have all my old book covers, ledger covers, or hardback covers that I've made. And then there's some more ledger covers and clipboards and file folders. Just, you know, big stuff that I need a place to store, because for me, if I can't see it, I don't remember I have it and I won't use it. And then this wall, there's a little bit of glare from the window, so let me back up. This is all my printers and scanners are out here. And then underneath in that rolly cart is sewing stuff. You know, there's some fabric and lace and trims. And then all my fabric is in there. And that little rolly cart, which is my favorite one, just kind of turned into a catch-all, so I do need to sort through that. This is my brother. It is the J5845DW. This is a color inkjet that does up to 11 by 17 borderlessly, which I love. This is my brother laser. It's just black. So I love that because I can print and stuff out and then tea stain it, which is fabulous. This is my numero uno printer, my Epson ET2750 inkjet that does 8.5 by 11 borderless. And this is the one I'm telling you guys has the ink tank. And the ink comes like this in these bottles. It's liquid. And you just pour it in. And I'm telling you, you guys know how much I print. I might buy ink maybe twice a year, maybe. And then this is my wonderful Epson flatbed scanner. It's an Epson Perfection V600 photo. And I put a book in there so you guys can see, because I'm gonna put links to all this stuff. Do you see how it lifts up right there? And it takes away the light. So when you scan it, you don't get that glare like you do like on, say, this kind of a scanner if I was to leave the lid half up. So that's really cool. All right, let's go. Making you dizzy. See how far I can back up. And that is my wall of books. And then underneath it is my rolly cart that I keep all of my books or book pages that I just use for everything. For journals, for collaging, for all of that. Up on the top shelf is all my Masonite hardboard that my husband cuts for me. And then the next two shelves are just some of my collection of old books. And here, and then I'm going to talk about my shelving after I show you guys this one. And then this shelf is half of it's journals that I have in the shop for sale. The other half of it is journals I've either been given or purchased. And then the bottom shelf is either like this bin. I keep a bin of stuff that I want to send for Happy Mail or that I'm going to use for giveaways or projects that I want to work on. And so, and here's my other rolly cart. But I want to show you guys this shelving. When I started thinking about shelving, I started looking, and these stainless steel pipes are expensive. And so I had gone to Lowe's. Oh, you can see I didn't paint the underneath of that board. I had gone to Lowe's and Home Depot, and I couldn't believe how expensive they were. I got on Amazon, and they were about a quarter of the price. So I bought the piping on Amazon, and then went to Lowe's, got the boards, my husband cut them, and I stained them. So I did 3 sets of them in here. So they're there, and here. So I'll give you guys the links for those. And then, right here, my husband originally built me that shelf for stamps, but it works great now because I have the sewing machine right there. So I use the bottom for my threads and bobbins, and then I've got some just knickknacks in there, but I've also got some of my wooden stamps in there. And then over here in my workstation, there's my red mask that I got in Belize. Let me back up so you guys can see it. See if I can get back far enough. All right, so there's 3 shelves in there, and then I was telling you guys how we had drilled a hole in the table and ran the tripod for the ring light up through the table. Well, now that I moved the table over here, I don't need that on there. My husband mounted it right on the shelf, so now I don't have a pole running down, which is fantastic. And it's sturdy. And so you can see I have my regular camera. Mounted right on the ring light in there. And then I have this stand here for when I want to use my phone to make a video. Excuse me. So that worked out great. So the first two shelves, up on top, there is paint, there's sprays, and then the two bins on the outside are full of vintage ephemera that I need to go through and scan. And then the next shelf is pretty much all my shipping supplies, plastic bags, muslin bags, my paper tape that I use, business cards, twine, tissue, you know, all of that. And then this is my workstation. I have that cool bee poster in there. And this is all just paper and book pages and stickers. So you guys can just see all my nonsense. I always lose this, so my little paper distresser. So I finally hung it on a string and put it up there. I moved the computer over here, so it's always there. I used to keep it on a separate desk, and every time I wanted to film or do a video, I had to rearrange the whole room, and it was just chaos. So I'm really happy with this. And then I love these. I can't remember where I got these. Maybe Tuesday morning. There's that one, and then there's this one up here. I love those. This little bin, I have all my stuff for making the vintage tape, and I have all my twine and elastic, and my punches, and gesso, and Mod Podge, and glue, every glue in the world. You guys know. So there's that, and then here is my rolly cart that I was sorting ephemera into yesterday. So on top, I keep all of my bins that have all my metal bits, paper clips and brads and book plates and all of that kind of stuff. And then inside, I have stencils. There's stamps and ink. There's more stamps and ink. There's some ephemera. More ephemera. More ephemera. Oh, I have an empty bin. That must mean I can buy more ephemera. And more ephemera. And oh, this is it. This is my giant napkin collection. These are all the napkins I own in the world. And some greeting cards and scrapbook paper. And then there is some double-sided tape and brushes. And then down here, I have that little wooden bin of scrap papers for collaging. And I think that's about it. So if you guys see anything in the video that you want to know about, just ask me in the comments. I'll try and put all my printers and scanners and sewing machine and the shelving and paper trimmer and what else? I think that's about it. I'll try and put links to that stuff in the description box so you guys have all of that. And I also, let me back up. When I put this room together when we bought the house, I envisioned having the workstation in there and being able to, if like it was messy, I could just close those curtains. Well, it's always messy and I never close the curtains, so. But they look cute, right? They look cute. So there's that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope to be back soon, maybe on Friday, to do a craft with me video. Have a great day. Bye.